Right, if anyone decides to go back and listen to this or not, I don't know if this is too loud. I haven't heard any of this. It's just using the share thing that you can get on the PS4. If you are still living COVID very cautiously, then there might be the off chance that you want to listen to someone drink bourbon and play an indie game they used to play on a Saturday afternoon. I don't know if you want me to, if you're meant to say random stuff, you're meant to stay silent, or just talk about the game. I have no idea what target audience is. I just need to see whether I enjoy talking to myself. I feel like if anyone knows me, they will know that I probably would like to talk to myself. So yeah, I just need to figure out the settings. Do I want comments and stuff? I don't know if I'm meant to have this full screen or not. Is that better? Yeah, that's probably better. Okay. So, this is a game I used to play hungover a lot at my friend James's house. So I thought I'd download it and play it again. I think The Binding of Isaac is a reference to something in the Bible. I think that's the God says sacrifice this kid, but the game doesn't actually play exactly like that. Maybe we should just see. I don't know if it does a little intro or not. Let's just start as a main character. Yeah, so it's kind of like a, I don't know. I'm not very good. I don't really know game genres or anything. You shoot tears. These are meant to be his tears. It's quite a sad, dark game in a way. Oh wait, yeah. Everything. It says what to do. It doesn't matter that much to you because you can't do it. But yeah, you kind of go through a maze. You don't know what's in each room, and you have to keep going down further and further. And I think the premise is his mum is trying to sacrifice him, which, yeah, that's a bit weird. So yeah, I don't know the game well enough to know exactly what each room means and stuff, so I'll just play it through, and then if anyone bothers to listen and actually wants to watch again and have questions, then I can probably answer them this time. But you can see that there's freaky stuff in 2D, and I'm trying not to lose all my lives. There's poop in it. If you shoot the poop, it pops. Weird. I basically just realised you could kind of stream stuff via the PS4, so I don't know if I like it or this is going to be any good. I don't know what personality you have to be someone that streams stuff, because I like talking about stuff I like talking about stuff I hate, but I usually just tell my friends or my partner. That's an interesting question to start with. Do you think if you say partner, I'm not being offensive, I'm not saying anything, okay? But if you say partner, do you automatically think, if you're talking to someone and you haven't met them before and they say partner instead of specifying, say, like girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, do you think that they're more likely to be gay, or do you just... Because I feel like it's probably going now, but I feel like I had a slight bias towards being like, I think it's because growing up I had a very, very camp teacher who would have so many story references. He was my geography teacher in secondary school, and he would just always talk about my partner, and I don't know, it felt like he was overly saying it, but it's probably soothing to say. I just picked up something. I think that means it's like a passive thing that you carry and you can only have one at a time. and it does something. I have no idea what that does. A lot of the game isn't really explained because it's meant to be a very replayable game. You replay it, and every room is slightly different. The layout's different. You can play with different characters. You pick up different abilities as you go along. I'm playing this really badly right now. Right, okay, that's great. This is really terrible. I thought I was good at this. Oh, I keep putting myself to traps. It must be very painful to watch. So yeah, you only lose half a life. Okay. Something you can do that's probably going to look really stupid because I don't know if this will work. But in theory, you should be able to throw a bomb. Okay, that looks easy. I'm just going to let that sit there, and you think, who is this bozo playing this game? And then, yeah, we'll carry on from there. I also think, because there's streamers like PewDiePie and things like that I've kind of heard of, like they're well known, very animated. Now I'm quite animated in real life. I don't really know I can be that animated. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, apologies. Language is a thing, isn't it? I thought I would be more good at this game, so that it'd be easy to speak and be aware of what's going on. Yeah, everything kind of fires. I mean, I just think of them as kind of lasers, but I think they're meant to be tears and blood are the kind of two weapons in this game. See, they just give you pick up something, and it just gives you a rosary bead, faith up. Okay, I think. Hang on, I've got this. So there's different stats. I think faith and luck are part of it. I don't know if faith is shown there, but your character can be progressively more evil or good. You have to kill everything in the room to unlock it, so he's still a killer. But it's one of those old style good and evil things. Like you know how in films, most films they just make sure that it's, I don't know, the leader of the baddies is like a real dickhead, and then it's like it's okay to kill him or beat him up as the goodies. Like there's no films where it's like someone's actually like, you know, Gandhi. Well, they probably are. With like just a pacifist, like, oh, I'm not going to fight you. Surely that's truly good, like not being able to kill someone. It's actually one of the things I like about Superman, but then they made that horrible DC thing and he does kill someone, doesn't he? Can he kill someone yet? That's another thing, just picks up a random pill. Until you use a pill within so all the different colours are assigned different effects every time you play through it. So that time, it's got something called hematitis, it made me drop a load of my lives. I don't know why you would want to do that. But it must have some purpose. Maybe it's just a bad purpose. So half the pills are good, half the pills are bad. You don't know until you use it during your playthrough. Once you've used it and you pick that up again, it will tell you at the bottom what it is instead of giving you question marks. I hope that makes sense. These doors require keys, which I don't have. Keys are quite rare, so you kind of want to be careful about where to spend them. And yeah, coming back to the kind of faith, I think there's faith. You can have bad faith and be dark, or have good faith and be good. And I think it unlocks different kind of bonus parts of each map. This is a poo that regenerates itself. I do like this game. I feel like I have to get into the swing of it. Definitely explaining it makes it seem very nonsensical. I need to get some more power-ups so I can... Oh, that's really key. I need to get some more power-ups so I can actually be good at this. It will also get quite hard. There are some really weird bosses and creatures and stuff in it. I wish I had some bombs. See, I can't get through there unless I have a bomb. I haven't really utilised what those mean yet. Talking about things. I don't know if it's probably not why. Say I wanted to actually get. Oh, let's use the gold. Should we go through the gold door? Right. Now this is quite cool. Explosive thought. So this is a little thing where the direction that I'm aiming to shoot, it's kind of like a bomb made of what, brains? I don't know what it's meant to be, but it helps. It blows stuff up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm talking with some mates today about. I only just started kind of watching clips of really old, but you know, Unpopular Opinion with Greg James. Never seen that before in my life. I think I'd heard of it. I know a lot of people say Unpopular Opinion on Twitter and stuff, and when they usually say it, it's usually something not unpopular. And I thought it was just something you say, like, you know, when people say obligatory photo, like they go to, I don't know, London Bridge. People go there. People go to London Bridge and they go, obligatory London Bridge photo. And it's not obligatory, is it? No one says you have to do it. There's no rule. I mean, it's not a thing. So I thought Unpopular Opinion was that, but it turns out it is actually a show where Greg James has celebrities around, and of all the kind of mainstream things, I think Greg James rocks, man. I think he's great. I like him because he's tall. I'm quite tall. I wonder who's taller. I don't think that'll matter. Yeah, so I thought it was one of those, but I've been watching those clips, and then I immediately. Now that's why Explosive Thoughts isn't good, because that just flew up immediately into one of these little slug things. You need to be careful of use it properly. This is another one of those. Whoa! Need that explosive thought. Oh, nice. See, they're pretty terrifying because they regenerate if you don't. Oh. Oh. My aim is terrible. I can play this, I genuinely can. But it must be not as satisfying to watch, someone like being like, well, I just wouldn't do that, I wouldn't go there. It must be really frustrating. Like watching someone pour... I sent a video the other day to annoy someone of just me, you know, the thing of making a cup of tea really badly. I just poured a load of milk in first, way too much milk, chucked the tea bag in, let it drop in, it splashed everywhere, and then poured some hot water in. I went through with drinking it, even though that wasn't on the video, so that, you know, I ended up losing out from that. God, so blowing up stuff. So even if it's your stuff, blowing up tends to hurt. Ah, right, did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. There's a hole up here now because it just randomly blew up, and there are secret rooms. It's a terrible example. It's like the game knows I'm trying to present and it's not showing it right, because there's usually cool bonus stuff in the room, and instead it's just there's nothing here really. Bollocks. But yeah, so I was trying to think of my unpopular opinions, and yeah, so that's all I've got in my head at the moment, but that's going to annoy people, and then I'll be like, I'll switch over. I can't believe this guy doesn't think Coldplay is shit. I thought it's hard. You have to assume that people. I assume most people my age, 27, brackets 27, close bracket. I think most people my age don't like Coldplay, but I do. I think they're fine. What the hell is going on with? I missed the clip where they decided to change my bullets to go not directly straight. It's pretty satisfying. Yeah, so yeah, I don't listen to them now, but I like Coldplay. I think they did good albums. Was it A Rush of Blood to the Head? Very good album. I think I really enjoyed that. It's a bit sad. But do you think people are just jealous that someone went out with Gwyneth Paltrow? That's just like just a normal guy. They do good music videos as well. They did, is it The Scientist? Where they did it all backwards in the music video. And apparently Chris Martin learned to do that video. Learned all the words backwards, so the music, so when it played forward, it would look right. I thought that was interesting. I thought that's quite cool. I mean, yeah, I haven't heard, didn't hear Kanye West doing that in his video. So, you know, take that. I'm going to try to see what this is. Explosive duck. So that was explosive diarrhea. I'll use that again. This is terrible. Such a weird. So there are just like infinite number of powers. Some of them good, some of them bad on this game that just make your character uglier and do weird rubbish like that. And yeah, I have no idea what each thing looks like. I thought it was something to do with those things making me do weird, but apparently not. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose this game. Yeah, okay. I need to concentrate. Playing cards and they send you different places. I think that's going to send me to a random room. Two lives through the loss. It's not great. I love the idea of people that haven't played this or watched this game before. It's a big fat guy with blood and he's just vomiting poo. And you know, you can't have me for being like, oh, Robbie was distasteful in the stream. Not really. I don't know. Next level is probably my last opportunity to try and, as I said, they'll get harder and harder. That's going to look some like, oh, brilliant. Okay. I put the fires out because occasionally you get coins. What the hell is that? can sacrifice lives to get extra stuff. I think I'm going to do it. Should we give away more lives? I don't want to die on the stream. So it's going to be... Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not take that. You have to sacrifice your lives and they give you extra abilities, but I don't trust myself not to waste it. This room is like a crazy battle room. It only opens if you... It's something like you have to have done the last floor without dying, which, from the looks of things, that's not going to happen. But, you know, maybe we'll get better as we go along. I'm pretty sick of this. The bullets don't go where you want them to thing. I mean, if there's something I could hide behind and just... Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah. Oh, God. I've got explosive thoughts. Okay, I feel like I'm dissing them too much. I think that having those bullets like that is working, so... Oh, I hate those... I hate those skeletons. And you just... Once you're in the room, you can't... Jesus. It's so fast. He's going to come down here. Oh, I can't believe that missed. Whoa. That'd be good if you could run fast and the bullet like a run from those bones. That's good. Right, gotta risk it. At least we know it won't be explosive diarrhea. Teleport thing. This is cool. So I think that, I mean, there's a few different things in it. I think there's like the 7 deadly sins, which is awesome. There should be more films that are on the 7 deadly sins. I'll like watch anything that's to do with like the manifestation of greed and gluttony and all the... I'm not just going to name them, you know, all the 7 sins. But yeah. Yeah, so in case you didn't know, it's the first stream, and there is... Oh, someone's listening. Is the sound okay? I don't know. How are you meant to easily find out? I don't know how you're meant to find that out. Yeah. This is something I've always wanted to do. I've always thought that I'd be an amazing broadcaster, like... You know, telly's wasted because I'm not on it. So, just painting the picture of myself like an arrogant person, someone that, you know. So, doing this, I thought it would just be like super easy, but I feel like it's one of those things that probably a lot of planning goes into, and I don't know. You have to probably have to appeal to the younger people, which means you've got to be into, you know, your Post Malones, your Billie Eilish and that, and respect them, fair play, they're great people. It's not what I'm into. I mean, I'm not really into this music, to be honest. I wish I could, see, if I was smart enough, I'd have some sort of cool music that kind of went with this game without being this music, because it's a bit depressing. That's kind of why I need to talk over the top of it, because otherwise it would just be like... yeah, it can be a little depressing. People that don't just. I just like the shooting and the mapping out. You can see at the top. There's like that map, and we don't know what's there yet. I just like kind of discovering out evenly, seeing if I can get through without losing any lives. Which hasn't worked so far, but it might this time. And yeah, so yeah, I can't remember if I said the premise of the game. I think, like in the Bible, when God tells, is Isaac the son, or does God tell? I don't know enough of the Bible to say what's. Someone has to either sacrifice Isaac, or a guy called Isaac has to sacrifice his son. Abraham. Is that right? I shouldn't say supposition. Yeah. So, yeah, James, is this okay? I'm losing lives now. It's like, it's not fair that I have to be used to. I'm not used to shooting and it doesn't go straight. But there we go. This is horrible. See that there's comments or messages or something, but I don't know what it is yet. So just let me kill these little stupid mole dick things. Okay. Oh, that's amazing, because that's like a key that gives you, it's like an infinite key kind of thing. Take the music down. I don't know how to do that, James. I don't know how to do that. James, tell me how to do that. Oh, maybe I can just do it here. That surely works, yeah? Right, is that cool? Am I legible now? Legible's for writing, actually, isn't it? I don't know. Don't ask questions if you're the one broadcasting. You have to be really decisive. That's what legible is. Right. Cool. I don't know how to see the messages either. This is shoddy. It's fun anyway. I mean, it's fun because I've had quite a few whiskies for what I've done and eaten today, which is nice. There we go. Turn it down, you cummy. Yeah, that worked. Perfect. Okay. Sorry about not seeing all those comments. James, do you want the comments to be shown? Does it make you feel famous? I would feel really excited if you were doing a stream and I could see your stuff. I'd go mental. I really don't think I'm going to get through this game. I think I'm going to have to die and start again. It's embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Right. Oh, we should use this now. So this Joker one should take me to a secret room. I reckon you'd make more sense of the game if I just didn't say about it. This is the first time playing it in a while. Okay, I am just going to explain this bit. You can sacrifice some of your lives and get different powers. That's clear. Isaac has a cat. There's loads of like secret stuff in it. Isaac has a cat called Guppy, and if you collect, I think, 3 or 4 cat-related powers, he turns into a flying cat, and it's the bullets still go like that. That's annoying. But being able to fly is pretty cool because you can go over all the gaps. And I think there's this weird thing where for every enemy you hit, you get a fly to come and fight for you. God, this makes so little. Games are weird. Games are weird. Films are weird. There's loads of weird films. Oh yeah, if anyone hasn't watched the film Ad Astra, watch the film Ad Astra. It's really good. It's probably my favourite film with space in it, except Alien. I love Alien. That's so good. I love how slow it is. I like that it's slow. Anyway, yeah, watch that. That's good. It's like a shopping list. Say some things you like, say some things you do. Yeah. I'm drinking whiskey right now. Well, I think I'm drinking bourbon right now. I don't know the difference, so I don't think it's important to specify something you can't then explain yourself. What else have we got in here? So much more to discover, and I already did the boss of it. This level. Yeah, I don't think it's worth explaining something you don't fully understand yourself. But I wonder sometimes whether I like whiskey just because it's like it's got this culture of like being the thing that like a gruff kind of steamy guy does in a film. And I don't. But the thing is, like, if you enjoy something, you enjoy it. You can't, you don't in retrospect go, oh, actually, I don't enjoy it at the time because it's too. You're just trying to be like a cool older guy who like teaches his son to drink whiskey. Because I mean that's stupid. Teach your son or daughter to drink whiskey. Anyone can drink whiskey. Yeah. Sorry, that's what this broadcast's for. In case anyone doesn't know, everyone's allowed to drink whiskey. It's not just a guy thing. I think the only thing that should just be guys, just a personal preference, I apologise if this annoys people, I still think Yorkies should just be for guys, because they said, like, they actually said, like, people can kick up a fuss, we can take them to court and be like, Yorkie, it is for girls now, change your mind. But as it stands, it's not allowed. So I don't know. They'll probably be the last people to adjust to treating everyone equally instead of just the lads. Arcade room. Oh, okay, this would be cool. Okay, James, if you're watching, where is it? Are you going to say anything? I'm going to go for this one. Okay, well, you were probably right, James. I'm out of money. Okay, let's just blow it up. Okay. That's not very nice. Oh, there's a slight delay in chat. Okay. Oh, see, look how good my bullets are. You people that all know the game well. Look at all my bullets that aren't going the right direction. Now, okay, I've played the game before. I have no idea what this does. And because the point of the game is to replay it, I don't want to look up too many of these things. If people want me to, I can look it up. But, yeah. Right, so there's still one more room to do. Oh, we can get that coin. Let's see, because we can fly now, because we're a flying cat. There you go. I'm a flying cat now. Oh, brilliant. We could have gone back and played the game. I know that's what you're all thinking. Not playing through this very well right now. But it gets slicker, doesn't it? It all gets slicker. So, yeah. I'll go back to it to show you now. Again, don't know how interested you are in the gibberish I'm saying, or will be if you listen back to it, versus actually what's going on in the game. If you put money into this, it kind of, I think the game itself can kind of level up. So you can either buy stuff to help you win the game, or you can invest, and it makes every other playthrough have more stuff. But you can only put so many in. You can't like just have one amazing game where you have loads of coins and just put it on the machine and then you're done. And I think leveling up this gives you more. You see there's two, I've got a choice of two things here. It gives you more of them and makes them better, and unlocks more powers for the game. You should see how much I'm gesturing. I'm like taking my hand off the controller to gesture every time I'm speaking. It's just, that's probably, I'm making a link between that and then why I'm losing lives. Anyway, I think, you know, look at that. We're basically nearly through the first playthrough. This has gone well. I think it's going well. So nice outside. Well, it's quite nice. It's a waste. What other thoughts do I have? I think that hammocks are better than beds. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. I'd love to sleep in a hammock. The best bit, in my opinion, about Avatar the movie, they're making another one of those, aren't they? My favourite thing about Avatar is when he changes into one of the blue people, and he then gets to go sit in one of those. He gets to go to sleep in the big tree. See, look, this one teleports. Look at that. That's mental. They're making another 4 Avatar films. Okay. They're making another 4 Avatar films. Bloody hell. That seems a lot. It might become a bit like of a, I don't know, like a fun tradition like the Super Bowl, like everyone goes to watch the latest Avatar, because, I mean, the graphics were amazing. I mean, you could see the paws of these blue made-up creatures. It was pretty cool. I did like it. I think if we give coins to him eventually, he'll give us something. Not sure. Yeah, they go to sleep. He goes to sleep in the big tree, and he gets to curl up in. There's that kind of leaf hammock thing, and he kind of like pulls it over, and it like stretches over him, and it just looks. I'd love to live in a kind of tropical environment. So like the humidity's quite high, so I don't feel like I need a blanket in the same way. And then I can have this lovely kind of leaf hammock thing. I'm really jealous of it. Actually, that's a great section, isn't it? That's the kind of thing that people do on radio shows. What things in films would you like to have in real life most? Mine would be that Avatar leaf hammock. I wasted that. I just wasted that key. Ugh. We've got more rooms to unlock. Doing really well now. Look at my lives. Because I'm the cat thing now. Cat thing. It's called Guppy. It's called Guppy, so. So, more and more, they're going to be baddies. Look at old baddie comment. There's going to be baddies that spit out like a big laser of blood. And they're I've got explosive diarrhea again. I didn't realise that. God, I really can't remember what all these things do. I guess we have to discover them for the first time at some point. So let's go. So do this question mark thing. Tears down. So that's powered down my tears. So that wasn't worth doing. Explosive diarrhea, we know. What does this card do? Wow. Okay. Just looks more evil. That's cool. Oh, let's do the explosive. Can't wait for them to do. Can't wait to. I already want to just get through this and do another one because I just don't like the powers I've been given. Really bugging me having those shots orbit me. Well annoying. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, James, if you're still listening, what stuff do you want me to say at the moment? I just don't know. Whoa, they can float as well. Okay, that's not... I've turned the music down and the sound effects are just vile, aren't they? Let's go get another. Ooh. What am I having for dinner? What am I having for dinner? I'm actually going to make this bit of a classic. I've looked on the BBC Good Food thing and been looking for some veggie meals because I think my fiance is getting sick of me cooking the same stuff, which is, you know, she could cook something if she wants something new, but you know, point taken. So it's going to be a halloumi and bean stew. That's what I'm going to have. Tried it the other night and it's really good. The thing I can't believe, because I don't know if you've ever made anything and then put halloumi with it or in it, you feel like because it's bad and salty and fatty, you only just put it sounds naughty, you only put a little. I feel like you should only have a little bit, right? But the thing said put a whole block, put like the full thing in it for just a meal, just makes for two. And yeah, Roz is going to go mental because she loves halloumi. I mean, who doesn't? I remember who doesn't actually. Jack Whitehall said he didn't like it on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. And I just thought you were going downhill in my estimation anyway, but now you've really annoyed me. Don't you found like I quite liked him at one point. I think I definitely used to really like Bad Education, but he's just rubbish. He's just not funny, and yet he's like huge now. It's like same with Russell Howard, where it's just that kind of, I don't know. I just find it quite generic, that kind of comedy. I liked, you know, I just much prefer surreal stuff. I mean, I only watch 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown because Sean Locke's in it, and he just says surreal shit to just try and. It's actually also why I like Claudia Winkleman, because if Claudia Winkleman I've seen a lot on Channel 4 guest shows, and she always laughs the most at Sean Locke. So it's kind of like, oh, she might be a bit annoying and has got a big fringe and like that's her thing, but if she has got a good taste in comedy, that's, you know, that flies okay with me. Sweet, more health. Death. I think this one's gonna like give me ultra kill everyone ability, so I'm gonna keep hold of this one. I'm now worried that the sound effects are going to I've already told James this, so James knows this, but first crushes, random people you fancy and stuff. But I think that's a good subject. Comment below comment who you fancy. I'd really like to know. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. No, but people you used to fancy when you were younger. See, that's another cat thing. I don't need more cat stuff. I'm sick of it. That was a trick box. Tried to kill me. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone else found this. Used to fancy Anastasia so much. And I feel like she's looked kind of like a mum in retrospect, even at the time. No offence to her. Yeah. She did have nice skin. Anastasia, if you're listening, you had nice skin. Okay, from memory again. Left outside alone when it's cold out here. I'm not going to try and do it. I can't. If it sounds bad, it's just because I can't. I've got headphones on, so that's why it's bad. Otherwise, it'd sound perfect. Used to fancy her. Used to fancy Nelly Furtado for some reason. Couldn't stand the music, but I remember, watching the old music video and being like, I really like this, but I can't understand why. Because I would have been about maybe 14 or something. I think I'm going to be a bit silent now because I think this is the big finale. I might put the sound effects down one. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, this isn't the final one. I think the final one is like this is the second to last one, isn't it? There's like a showdown against his mum. Oh, we're pretty damn strong now because it's... Hello. Fear shot. Okay, well that kind of goes with the motif a bit more. That's cool. Did we discover all the rooms? I think we did. Might go back to the coin room. Short-term memory is god-awful. Oh, we killed it. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Oh, Robbie, I especially like the bit where you went back to that room and it was empty. It was a really emotional journey. Another good film about space. Doesn't have space directly in it, but I love Arrival as well. That's a really good film. And it makes me... I was... Nip my tongue there because I was going to say underrated, but I don't know what... When people say underrated and overrated, you kind of know what it means, but also like based on what? Like I didn't do a survey and go, does everyone like Arrival? And everyone kind of went, yeah. No, it's a 7 out of 10 up. Like, undisputedly. You know, when some films are like, oh, okay, that might not be your cup of tea, but it is, like, it just is a 7. Like, what's a good example? I can't think of anything. Can't believe it. I half wanted to say Salt and Vinegar Crisps because they're brilliant. Ah, that's something that annoys me. You want to know something that annoys me? Okay, sure, you can have it. Oh, James, we're playing the game. Hang on. Pick one, James. I'm going to wait for him. So one of the things that really annoys me, when you go abroad, even to just like France, it might not be the case anymore. I mean, I went to France. Have I been to France? Somewhere like France, you go to Europe, okay? All the crisps are basically like, if there's just paprika everywhere, which isn't a problem, that's great. There's cheese, and then they have like, just like, sometimes I've seen just vinegar crisps left. Let's do it. You did it! James, that's fantastic. I mean, I don't need the lives, but let's blow them. Let's blow them up because it's fun. Explosive diarrhea. Oh, we could use explosive diarrhea to blow it all up. There we go. Yeah, when you're in Europe, traveling, it could be anywhere. When you're in Europe, not Scotland. I think Scotland's fine. They just don't. No one seems to understand that salt and vinegar crisps are incredible. That they're the best. It really, really winds me up. Come on. And yeah, I've just wondered why, because they've got everything else. You know, they've got gaming, they've got TV, they've got. You know, they're the same place we are in terms of industry and culture and stuff. But then other countries just seem to have like 3 flavours of crisps. Over-reliance on ready salted. Maybe it's just every other country like uses dips more. Like you're always expected to have a dip with your crisps. Of course, I could be just making this up. I am making this up. But I don't know. It just gets on my nerves. I think something is the best. Even other flavours. Do they have? You wouldn't see prawn cocktail. There's some things that are just quite British. I much prefer that. That's a better thing. We've got to use it. Let's use it now. Just kills everything in the room. That's cool. This is why, if you get any kind of ability in this game that means you can fly over the rocks and stuff, you should just be able to win, because like you can't get trapped in you can't get like trapped over here because you could just. It says flaming tears, but they didn't look like they're on fire. Oh well. Oh, at one point I thought I was going to lose, but it looks like this is going to be quite a successful outing, which is good. Reward myself with a bourbon. I'm drinking Bullet bourbon, and wow, okay, these little. Okay, this was horrible. That's why you don't drink and play. That's terrible. But yeah, the reason I'm drinking it, I saw a Netflix show with Naomi Watts in it, and she plays this psychologist that's kind of disillusioned with her own life, and she kind of goes a bit crazy, and she starts following her patients and kind of just being an awful psychologist and kind of actually using them to kind of live several different lives in their shoes. And I actually thought it was really overindulgent. You know when I don't know, I get a bit annoyed sometimes when I get annoyed with Netflix shows because unbelievable how they churn out. And I mean, Bad Education is one of the best shows ever, but some things on Netflix are just terrible, and this is one of them. And I always kind of fancy Naomi Watts, so I thought I'd watch it. But I really hated it, and I used to watch it with my eyes glued to the screen, but then complain about it to Roz, to my fiance, until she started pretending to be this kind of on the road musician. And she actually pretended to be a lesbian, actually did lesbian stuff with someone, even though she had a husband, and in all her other selves, she wasn't gay, which is weird. But she played this person that would always go to the same bar, and she'd ask for a Bullet bourbon, neat. And since I watched her do that on the show, I started having Bullet bourbon neat, and I love it. It's brilliant. And it's so sad that not only did I get it from a show, but I got it from a bad show I didn't even like. Didn't even like it. Didn't like her. I'd hate her in real life because she like cheats. I don't know, she cheats on her husband and stuff. You know, it's just one of those things that try to justify. I don't like cheating or stuff being justified. Sometimes you need to hear it because you need to kind of know that, you know, everything's situational, everything's relative. But she annoyed me as a character in the film. I just didn't believe that she was real, and I thought if she was, she's got it really cushy for the kind of person she is. Anyway, any film recommendations, preferably on Netflix or Prime or iPlayer? Well, see, I know James has watched one of my favourite films of all time is The Guest. If anyone hasn't watched that, that's available on Prime at the moment. I watched it again for like the millionth time, and it's just so good. It's brilliant. I love the music in it. I love the acting. I like the over-the-top drama of it. It's fantastic. It's so good. And it's one of those ones like I found the same when I watched. I don't know if anyone watched The Fargo with Martin Freeman. I was going to say Martin Whitman. Martin Freeman. But I watched it, and I just did anyone else just not want him and that assassin guy to just get away with it? I just wanted them to win. I just wanted him to kill the lady, kill her husband, and just have loads of money and be a dick and just win at life. And it was kind of the same. It's kind of the same with a character in The Guest. You're just like, yeah, this is great. Yeah, do whatever you want. That's fine. Film recommendations. What have we watched recently? I mean, it's not that good, but I watched Long Shot with what's his face? What's this? Full Visible Map. That's cool. I watched Long Shot. That's got Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen in it, and I just thought that was quite good fun. It was fairly refreshing for a kind of, you know, the premise is fairly dated, but I quite liked it that they obviously, like, it's the woman in it in the position of being kind of powerful and famous, so the man, which is refreshing, and Charlize Theron is very likable, so yeah, I enjoyed that. There's also one that I think you'd like that's got you know, there's different crews. So there's like the Knocked Up crew, the Jidda-Padow, posse, and they kind of all do the same films. And you kind of see a film, you're like, oh, I know. I've seen like 3 people that are extras in Jidda Patel films. I know exactly what this is going to be. Kind of like, there's a group that do what's it called? Drinking Buddies, and like loads of more improv stuff. And there's a film called. Not Seeking a Friend to the End of the World. Oh, it's called Safety Not Guaranteed. And it's got some people from like Parks and Rec and other things like that in it. And it's got Jake Johnson in it as well. And he plays like an annoying guy as well, which is it's nice. You're like, oh yeah, that's cool, because it's him getting to play like a mean person. But it's really cool. It's one of those like surreal kind of comedy, happy story ones, and kind of got nice messages in it. Recommend that. Been watching mostly TV shows though. I started watching Attack on Titan. If anyone's seen that, which is amazing. I don't know what people's beef with. I mean, it's going to become less and less of a problem to people, but I feel like everyone's got a kind of, as you grow up, you've got this feeling that you like. I mean, I'm playing a cartoon game now. You're watching a cartoon game right now. But there's this thing of like, you can't kind of like animated. That animated already makes it a genre, which is such a stupid thing to say, isn't it? Because that's like saying going to a play and being like, whatever the play, it could be like my kid's nativity play, or it could be, I don't know, Warhorse in London, and it's all just kiddie. It's just a ridiculous thing to say. Especially when you've got shows like Attack on Titan. That's amazing. So yeah, watch that if you haven't. Films. And yeah, I mean, we're really lucky because we got a friend knows how much I love the Formula One. Formula One's one of my favourite things ever, and so he gave me his last like free family Sky account. So I've got Sky Cinema basically for free. So things like Ad Astra was on there. I watched Widows. Really enjoyed Widows actually as well because Daniel Kaluuya's in it, the one from Get Out. If you haven't seen that, watch that. That's amazing. And he's so good. He gets to play such a just a kind of badass character in it. And I just think I think Daniel Kaluuya is amazing. I love watching him in it. I love watching him in an interview.
Was cornered.
Oh, here's the end.
His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I am told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Ooh, I don't know if I like this animation. A drama RPG stream. Well, we could do, so yeah, that was a playthrough of this. I don't know when I'm meant to stop now and then cut it into a video and then be like, voila, it's on YouTube and then we'll do another episode. Can I do that later? If I just stop now and start, I'm going to stop and I'm going to start again, and then that's going to be like another playthrough. But we can do, like, certainly, because I can do other games. Like, I've got Skyrim on here. It would be completely brand new, so I wouldn't be starting from like a save or anything. I've got a few other games. I can have a look, to be honest. Can we have a look now? Is it still recording? Yeah. I mean, they're not really. So, Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if that would be that particularly interesting. Skyrim. That's a good game. Runner 2 Legend of Ridgemanian. I don't know how I'm going to talk and play that though, because it's like you've got to remember a lot of. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain that one. I don't know what we've got to download. Only 11 games. Oh, but I've purchased a lot more, haven't I? Yeah, so we've got all this. So there's Bloodborne, Batman, Darksiders. Some of these I've barely even played at all. Game of Thrones, I think that's like the choice game, you know, where you kind of make, which might be fun because we'll probably end up getting killed a lot, I imagine. Little Big Planet. I don't think the microphone's just for reading out what's on screen. Doesn't that annoy you when someone's, you know, when someone does a PowerPoint and then they read exactly what's on the screen? You're meant to have bullet points or like pictures and then you describe with like the notes underneath. Oh, winds me right up. Anyway, that will be a good one, James, if you're listening. Until Dawn. Because that's incredibly scary. Much more great. Plays through like a movie. Even when you go in, it says like, last time on Until Dawn. So that's really cool. Yeah, so I mean, what I'm going to do now is that Skyrim. Okay, I'll probably do that another day, to be fair. So I think what I'll do is I'll stop streaming now so I don't have to edit it. It will just automatically cut it, and I can upload this to YouTube, and then I'll start again. So I will come back in literally like 3 seconds.